Hey guys, this is the Footwork Lock Guy, and I wanted to share with you this zero tolerance 0808. And I've had this in my possession about a month now, and I wanted to wait on doing any kind of a review on it until I actually used it. And I have been using this exclusively for the last month, and it has been an absolute awesome knife. So as you can see, it's got titanium handle scales, stone washed. The pivot and the hardware is high polish, as well as the backspacer, which is takes up half the blade. On this side, it's got if you notice right here, there is a lockbar insert. So when it is open, see if we can see inside there, there's a little lock bar, steel lock bar that pushes up against the blade, and it does have a over travel stop, so it's not going to go any further than right there. Like I'm pushing over as far as I can, and then it drops down freely. So this is not the original clip that came on it. I did order a 0550 clip for this because I wanted a deep carry clip on there. As you can see, maybe right about there, there's a little bit of a wear where the old clip was, and I just preferred the deep carry clip because otherwise about that much of the knife was sticking out as opposed to all of it in your pocket. So I just prefer the deep carry clip, so I ordered that. On a side note, I did order that on a Monday from Zero Tolerance, and it was at my house on Friday. So they did a great job getting it to me as fast as they possibly can. So kudos to Zero Tolerance for that. I think what really attracted me to this knife is this blade shape right here. And it combines my two favorite knives, the Sebenza, and this is a small, and another one that I've been using recently is the Benchmade 940, and I've really grown to like this blade shape right here. So it was kind of a combination of these two into this knife. So it's got the blade shape style similar to the 940, the reverse tanto. It's very similar. And it's got all the materials as the Sebenza. It's got a titanium handle and S35VN blade. So it's kind of got the best of both worlds for me. Just to take a look at the blade, it's got a really pretty blade. You can see all the little grind lines in there. So it's polished, and then the swedge is also polished. You can see right there, you see all the grind lines in there too. And then the flat here is stone washed, and the top is also stone washed. So a lot of attention to detail, which I really like about this knife. So I've been kind of getting into flippers too. That was another thing that kind of attracted me to this knife. One of the other blades that I've been carrying around somewhat recently is the Browse Bionic. And what's different about this flipper to this one, and I did have to get used to this, this is definitely a push button flipper. I cannot get this to open by doing a light switch. I mean, number one, there's just not enough force behind it. And then number two, you're dragging your fingers all over this jimping that's on the spine of the blade. There's tons of jimping back there. This, however, there's no jimping whatsoever. You can push button it, but I really think it was designed more as a light switch. And you just pull straight back and it rockets out. So I can do both ways, but it did take me a little bit of getting used to because I was trying to push button it. And it does work that way, but it works so much better as a light switch. So anyways, that did take a little bit of getting used to because I had been accustomed to push buttoning this, and it just didn't work quite as well. Like it wouldn't open, like I'd miss like that. So once I started figuring out how to just pull straight back, it was a draw stroke. It was super easy to just rocket that thing right out. So anyways, just wanted to share this with you. I do think it's an awesome blade. I don't know if I gave you stats on there. If you really want in-depth review on stats and everything, go watch Edge Observer. He does an incredible review on this knife. So anyways, just quick little overall, 3.25 inch. I think the overall is 7.6 inches and closed length is like 4.5, 4.6, something like that. So, I saw someone else do this little comparison too. It's bigger than a small Sebenza, but it's smaller than a large. So it's kind of a nice little medium middle range knife. So if you're looking for something bigger than a small Sebenza, smaller than a big Sebenza, this is a great option. And I've absolutely enjoyed carrying this thing. I think this is going to be my carry for a long time to come. I don't know if I pointed this out either. If you look at the edges on here, they're almost dead even. So when you're gripping it, there are absolutely no hot spots whatsoever on it. On the inside, the right side is cut out so your thumb can get in there and push the bar over, and then it just drops freely. And it is on a bearing system, so it is extremely smooth. And then the detent is pretty strong too, so it just sucks it back in like that. So anyways, I think that's enough talking for right now. Thanks for watching. Full with Clapback out.